Things and good time zone. I hope people are doing well today. I'm also dropping frames again. Yay! I'm dropping between 3 and 5% of frames at the moment after testing for an hour before
Always watch your
stream.
back.
So, yeah, I've got that to look forward to. Hopefully, the technician I have arriving tomorrow between 8 a.m. and noon will be able to diagnose and fix things. So, yay. But anyway, I need to talk to Darren. Let's just continue playing. There you are. I'd love to visit Heaven's Edge and see the Arundel estate someday. Oh, I also have these here. Oh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking, now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if you were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Darren seems to have trouble getting the words out, which clearly indicates how rarely he has to ask for anything. Since you're my superior and I'm your advisor, I'm obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities, and I want to invite you too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Are you really going to throw a banquet at the very place where your whole family died? Hi, Setis. Forgot. How are you today? I hope you're well. Darren purses his lips for a moment before replying in a bored drawl. Yes, what of it? Am I supposed to weep and quake with fear for the rest of my life? I'm doing okay, except for the drop frames issue. But it's annoying because yesterday was mostly stable, except for like a couple of hiccups. But today it's not as bad, but more frequent. Kinda. It's worse than yesterday, that's for sure. It's not. When it happens, it's not for long. But still, it's annoying because it's still like 5% of frames. At the moment, it's 3%, so it's getting better? Question mark. Okay. Yes, what of it? Am I supposed to weep and quake with fear for the rest of my life? I've stayed away from the damn place for 10 years, and now I'm going to return there to drink, dance, and be merry without a care in the world. You can keep your squeamish disapproval to yourself. Alright, deal. Perfect, you'll have a ball. I'll make sure of it. Something strange flickers in Darren's smile. Yay! So, how do you like your new role, advisor? Darren winces. You also enjoy poking me with that stick, don't you? Imagine it, me, a crusader. If my dearest cousin hoped to teach me a lesson, she managed it perfectly. An assignment I couldn't avoid without losing face. This idiotic journey leading straight into the demon's maw. I could have been on a pleasure boat right now with the lovely songstress in Pitax on my arm and a bottle of the finest Cayonin wine to keep us company. Incidentally, I blame you all for this. Darren lets out a sigh. Well, actually, I think Cousin Galfrey is to blame for everything that's happened to me, and I suppose some of my misdeeds could be considered my own fault, but I can hardly be expected to take responsibility, can I? Certainly not. Therefore, I shall lay all the blame at your door and plot my revenge. He gives you an innocent smile. Eh. Did you also receive a fraction of that unusual power? Looks like it. I generally hoped that getting away from you would be the end of it. If your gift truly did come from Iomade, then giving me a smidgen of that power was a very subtle joke on her part. I had no idea that our divine lightbringer of Mendev even had a sense of humour. Don't get me started on my many acts of sacrilege against her. That obscene engraving, the truth about the test of the Starstone, is the tamest one by far. I should go. Goodbye. I need to talk to Social, but I'm going to talk to everyone in my party at the moment.
Hello. So, what do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power? Watching and waiting is a good strategy. Probably. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do. Though it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this. Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
Thank you for speaking to me. Until next time. Bye. Okay, so none of these want to talk yet. Does Lambkin have anything to say? Lambkin is my name. I am Actor. That just reminds me of Trevor Slattery from Iron Man and Shang-Chi.
Careful now.
Who else is around? Talk to Nenya. I haven't really talked to Camellia. Let's do Ember first. Let's rob the place first. Any more loot though that I ran past? No. Okay. How are you handling your new abilities? Abilities? The girl tilts her head to her shoulder. What are you talking about? Oh, the tricks you learned when the big grey house blew up. They're funny. Thanks for teaching them to me. The Queen gave me the title of Knight Commander and put me in charge of an army. What do you think about that? The elf focuses her wandering gaze on your eyes, smiles and shakes her head. Don't believe titles. All of us in the world are children of the street. Barefoot, hungry, scared, a step away from death. Some imagine they're strong and rich, like gods. But don't forget who you really are behind the title. Okay, good talk. Oh, I actually think I talked to Camellia, maybe? Yeah, I did. I'm fairly sure I talked to Waljiff as well. Yep. I talked to Horgus. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's an actual blacksmith. Are you selling anything good? Just all the masterwork stuff. Pulled iron masterwork spiked heavy shield. Okay. Let's go talk to Social because he's our new party member or newest. But let's rob the chapel first. Right, glowing croissant? I'd literally just bought that, I think. Yeah. I could have gotten it for free. I could have saved like 160 gold. Okay,
Hello
socio.
again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Who are you, and how could you possibly be of use to my army?
My name is Sozio Vanek. I am a cleric of Shaylin, the Eternal Rose and the Goddess of Beauty. Yes, I know that many people would consider me useless in a war. This is not a usual war, though. Just consider our enemy. The Abyss and his demons are the very embodiment of everything evil and ugly in the world. Perhaps a disciple of kindness and beauty might come in handy. I have no doubt that we will win this war, Commander. We just have to. It is our destiny. My role is to help you, and all those standing by your side in this struggle, to survive and flourish. Everyone deserves the chance to find peace and happiness in the world that they are defending so selflessly.
What are you painting? The cleric's eyes linger mournfully on the canvas. The unfinished painting depicts a temple crowned with a rainbow-tailed bird, the symbol of Shaylin. 5 people dressed in robes stand before the temple, men and women, young and old. They all gaze back at you with radiant happiness and joy in their serene eyes.
My brothers and sisters in faith. They sent me for help and then they saved my life, Commander. If the Prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on my way to Nerosian and hurriedly returned to Canabris, only to find my friends dead on the steps of our desecrated temple.
Hi, Zelda. Enjoy your look.
I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end.
Hope you're doing well. Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I will never forget that I owe them my life. Every minute of it, every breath that I take, is a gift they gave me. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind.
Doing okay, except for the dropped frames issue. But hopefully the technician that I have coming out tomorrow between 8 AM, which is going to kill me, and noon, which is when I start stream, fixes it. So yeah, that's my only concern right now. Because at the moment I've dropped 3.7% of frames, or 2,923. But yesterday it was smooth, which is what I can't understand. The only thing that I can think of is potentially it's due to London. I live nowhere near London, but that's where the Twitch servers are for me. So it might just be a connection issue there, which you would think it's London. My ISP would kind of prioritize fixing London. But yeah, I'm also back to work today after my week on holiday. I don't want to go because I don't want to see if it's a mess after I've not been there for a week. But anyway, what made an artist enlist in the army?
Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur who defaces canvases in my spare time. My goddess is a patron of art, So painting is part of my prayer, and I put all my heart into my pieces. But I am a cleric above all else, so I must also tend to others.
The funny thing is, of all the people that work in my department now, there's like 5 of us in total, I think. Let me think. Me. I'm just counting on my fingers. There's actually 7, although one of them only works one day of the week. But out of the other 6, and the 7th one I don't trust anyway, they're terrible. But out of all 6 of us, I trust myself and 2 others to do things properly. And the 2 others are some of our new starters, which is crazy.
I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting idyllic landscapes and offering empty prayers to my goddess, but that won't stop people from dying. My goddess has no tolerance for false piety.
Also, I hope you do get the job that you had the interview for yesterday, Zelda. Assuming you actually want the job. And if you got an interview, I'm assuming you wanted the job. You wanted to discuss something with me, right?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabris behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort.
Then I hope you really do get the job. But I think you will. I can't imagine people wanting to turn someone like you down, because you're definitely a hard worker. Just look at Valheim. Yeah. Ooh. If it's sort of your dream job, then all the better. Working a full-time job Monday to Friday in 2 years, that's probably going to take some adjustment, but I think you'll be fine. Working with animals. Yeah, that's probably definitely a job for you. But yeah, I really hope you do get it.
I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful.
Doggies. I hope you get it. And I hope it's not too terribly taxing so you can keep streaming as well. It's nice meeting you. Now I have to go.
You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at victory.
Yeah,
That's easy.
I think I have literally talked to... What the hell? Oh yeah, it's just... Some characters, some NPCs have spells cast on them, so when you walk over to them for the first time, as with Pathfinder, the spell takes effect on them. It's always nice when that happens. Well, unless they're just really desperate, like, we need someone that can definitely do the job,
Precisely.
please. But doggies, so doggies. Doggies wins. I've talked that. I think it's just time to leave. Let's quick save. I think I'm going to stick with my current party. The only one I may change is my healer. Because this guy doesn't get staggered in the first turn. But he's not. He's also not a spontaneous caster. I always love spontaneous casters. Oh, I could literally go there straight away. Here we go. Here's the part that Memento hates of this game. Crusade, starting out. You can now control armies on the global map. Winning battles against demon forces provides a number of benefits such as resources to help your economy, relics which can be turned into powerful new items for your party, captured enemy fortifications that previously blocked the advance of your party and your armies. These fortifications can be rebuilt into forts for your own troops. Enemy armies differ in their strength, which is displayed as a number next to the army's name. By hovering over the army, you can learn more about its composition and the reward it is guarding. You can switch between party management and army command modes by clicking the banners at the top of the screen. In army command mode, you can select armies by either using the panel on the left or clicking the figures on the map. Much like your party, armies use roads to move around the map. To move an army, you must spend movement points which can be restored by resting for 1 day. Yeah, actually, just in case. Right. Is that it? No. How do I switch? It just told me. Oh, here. 2 different banners. Fire general. I need to recruit a general. Okay. Increases the maximum size of the army by 1 unit per level of this feat. Okay. And just damage. Power times power plus 5. D6. So is that 144 plus 5 d6? So 149 d6? Okay. You don't have... Okay. Determines the power of spells and abilities used by a general in combat. Increases AC of all units. Increases attack of all units. Army size. Infirmary size. Okay. Just need to remind myself of all the rules. All caster units in the army have a +5 bonus to fire, cold, acid, and electricity resistance. Ooh. All allied units gain a +3 bonus to speed and a -2 penalty to AC. Only one formation type ability can be active. This ability is a stratagem. All infantry, ranged or cavalry units receive a +1 plus general's level divided by 6 bonus to attack and saving throws for 3 rounds. This ability is a stratagem. Okay, so essentially +1 bonus to attack and saving throws because it's level 1. That's AC, damage, attack formation. Okay. All enemy infantry, ranged or cavalry units receive a minus penalty to AC and saving throws for 3 rounds. Oh. Kind of want these two I think, even though this one gives more attack and more infirmary size. I think I'm going to take the guy with damage with Scorching Ray. As nice as Flare and Hunt sound, I'm going to take you. 500 finance points. I have 2,000 of them. Okay. So he can take another. It's my MP. Oh, 40. I want to combine them. Character assigned to perform the protective rituals performs a special ritual every 30 minutes of travel by making up. It's funny that I'm getting this on the army. Okay. If the check is successful, the party's movement speed temporarily increases. DC increases with every consecutive check. I failed the perception. Okay. Different locations also have different skill check DC. Oh, it's only on this map that it's happened, not in the city map, even though I was making these checks. Okay. Characters assigned to Night Watch increase the party's range of vision on the global map based on their perception skill. They also make a perception skill check which, if successful, increases the chance of meeting a travelling merchant. Ew. Character assigned to Camouflage makes a stealth check. Chance to find useful ingredients while travelling on the... That's... These are all additions. I literally do not remember this tooltip being in the game. The enemies are retreating. Pursue them and fight. Pursue. Because I want the tutorial for the Might and Magic... Well, Heroes of Might and Magic style archers. Here we go. Generals' actions. Once per round, before the action of any allied unit, a general can use an ability or a spell. Okay. The abilities of generals in the fighter and ranger classes have a limited number of uses per battle. The spells of a wizard do not have this restriction, but their use requires spending the general's energy. Each day, generals restore 10% of their maximum energy. So I could do this. Much damage? Doesn't say how much. Actually, yes it does when I hover. So 149 to 894 damage, which is 3 to 15 cultists, which is potentially all of them. Ow! And then it's potentially 3 of them. Okay. Then they move. Then I move. I move again. South. Might evil. Get damage. We win! Yay! This new victory has brought you more finance points, which can be used to strengthen your army. To recruit new units, click the recruit button on the panel on the left at the bottom of the screen. Recruited units appear in Canabras. New units will be available for recruitment at the beginning of each week. Having defeated a band of cultists who had driven the captains from Conabras and made the ruins of Vala's gift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. Oh no, we'll have to take them all. Can I make that? No, I can't. So close. Continue? Oh, yeah. Oops. It's 33 per week. 53 what? Is that 33 footmen per week? Oh, I guess so, because there's 66 of them and 44. They're very, very cheap. Is that's max? Oh, they're 15 each. Okay, that's not as cheap as I thought. I do want archers though. A new general. Stone throw. Okay. You have a lot of power. Yeah. All units in the army have a +2 bonus damage per level of this feat. I may take this guy. Because he has semi-decent power, plus attack, plus a damaging ability. I wish it told me what Siege did, but I think it's probably for attacking a city. Let's take Almaty, Grinning Wolf. Well, I really was tempted to take Chief Agiboya. Oh, it costs 2,000 to get more. Ah, that's unfortunate. 500 for the first, 2,000 for the second. Okay. Just a bunch of archers. They should be able to make it to this. To move. No. I want to merge this into the army. Oh, really? You are one away? Oh, okay. Back to my party. Yeah, I know. And I should be able to recruit. Take 5 hours. Sure. you could just drag them into a certain spot rather than having to do that. Although you could just move them afterwards. Okay. Let's get this over with. Oh, I need to give him... Use the abilities of your domain as a swift action. What are his abilities from his domain? Good domain. Touch of good. Like, deactivate? Why are stuff deactivated? Or is it because he's wearing armor? Shouldn't be. What? Deactivated. That is so odd. Unless it's just because he's not been in the party just yet. Sacred bonus to attack rolls, skill checks, ability checks, and saving throws equal to half your level in the class that gave you access to this domain, which is 3. So that's +3, okay. For 1 round. The fact that it's 1 round is so god awful. Like, abundant casting for him is probably what I'm going to take. Or maybe enduring spells. Impossible domain. I think that just means he can choose a second domain. It's either abundant casting or boundless healing. Boundless healing for him might be good because I know Darren gets an ability that bypasses the usual restriction of like cure light wounds to +5. It makes it based on his level. Abundant casting is really good. I'm going to do abundant casting for him for now. And then it gives him all this. Okay. He is a cleric, so I'm guessing he can always cast cure wounds spells. So honestly, bless. Magic weapon don't really need. Shield of Faith I should probably take. Now we have all of this. I wonder if that counts as a healing spell for him. Take protection from alignment communal. And I'll just have a bunch of, although there's aid. Protection from evil communal. I think I'd rather just have domain. Although I forget, I wonder if his domain slots are what he can turn spells into. That might be it. I'll check this when we get into a fight. Take that. Archon's aura. So he is going to be frontlining. Well, not frontlining. He'll be at the back of every melee. Actually, remove blindness is probably going to be good for him. Okay. It's quick save. Wait, do I have to? Ah, there we go. Wouldn't let me in. An elderly man limps toward a grave and clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves, and an old cripple like me still lives. An elven woman with her face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting, it burned like everything else in the house. There is nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." A young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Sociel throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak, but it seems that he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Shaylin's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this..." He breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing his declaration. God, I love some of the evil things. I'd love to do a proper evil run on stream someday. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Sociel is too absorbed in his grief to hear you, but the other mourners nod in approval, wiping their teary eyes. They were good people. I can't believe they're gone. What is that? Zombie! An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of silent mourning. Her trembling hand points at something moving inside a grave. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. It's a zombie! Run!
Save the last one for me.
Okay. I want to... No, I can't check Sociel yet. Okay, Wendoag. Zombie Lord, Zombie Lord, Zombie Lord, Zombie Lord. There's a lot of Zombie Lords. You need to take out everything from the back. You also have 3 hits. And one of them fires twice anyway, so you have 4 hits. Oh god, you're so good. Need to take you out.
Cover me, alright?
I wish they would automatically... Well, I know they do, it's just I wasn't close enough.
Begone, fiend!
He has no abilities assigned. Great. Let's check. Good, I could change that to Cure Wounds, so I don't need this in his spell book. So I can change that back. And Lesser Restoration. Good. So let's see. Need that on his bar, that on his bar. May as well, may as well. Divine Fortune. Okay. Right. And then don't think I'm ever going to use that. This is pretty good though, bit of luck. Oh no, wait. Divine Fortune is pretty good. This only lasts one round. It's good, but I'm not sure I'll ever use it. You need this eventually. You appear. Do all the AoE stuff here. And all his healing. Oh, I've done that. All his healing and direct actions. Or direct buffs, I should say. Maybe. Strike. I'll leave it for that for now. I love it how they always run in and attack me. I don't even think I have the lowest AC. I have 19. Ember has 14. Got some new spells, didn't you? No, not you got heroism, but you can't cast it? Oh, I haven't Wait, how have I not rested with them? Oh, I leveled up. That's why I haven't rested with them. Okay.
Go.
Some.
I'll cut you wide open.
Good stab. He attacked not me. Okay. I need to attack things that are farther away, so when it dies, you will automatically target something that's closer. Because that's dead, that's dead, that's dead, and that's the end of combat. Thank you, Wendoag, for being a badass. With a heavy heart, Socio looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Socio hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists. Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. Sorry you had to go through with this. Thank you, I had already said goodbye to them. Seeing them again in that form, Shaylin as my witness, it was not easy. Wait, the townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. Yep, but first, any loot? The best thing about having Social in my party is the fact that he has 16 strength. So my carry weight has gone up. So I can loot more.
Always watch your back.
Yeah, definitely watch your back around Camellia. Like how we could just leave. Mobility 18.
Shh. This is my kind of work.
Loot, you say?
Pretty good, aren't I?
Yep, because it's free XP. If I remember correctly. Somebody help me! Is there somebody in here?
I hope you appreciate this.
Unquiet dead. The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Oh, I just want to do something really quick. So you're going to lose game music. Game sounds even. Because I haven't dropped frames in a little while. I want to check if my area... Because they were doing some work on the TV lines. Nope, still there. Okay. Who are you? Baroness Ninel Bollard, at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not too far from here. Let me assure you that all of you are always welcome there, assuming you are properly attired. I hate to break it to you, but you're actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness! Do I look like a corpse to you? Yes. No. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such things to her. The dead Baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid it's true. I am truly sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So, I died, but even in death the accursed servants of the abyss torment me? Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest. I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there is no place for me here. Not in this miserable form. How did you awaken? Do you remember anything? Allow me a moment to think. Seems like it, yes. Indeed, I awoke because I heard a voice. They were reciting poetry, Or a prayer, perhaps. I suppose those were spells, then? It must have been your thrice-damned necromancer. Would you like to pass along any words of comfort to your friends or family while you're here? That good-for-nothing band of hangers-on? Most certainly not, thank you very much. I am reasonably confident that they have already brought my estate to ruin and squandered the fortune I bequeathed to them. They will have to do without my missives. Spare us both that indignity and embarrassment. You see, I would still be in the company of those I truly care for, were it not for your discourteous sorcerer and his parlour tricks. Lay the undead to rest. Rest in peace. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewellery. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I am going anyway. I must go now. My people need me. Gold chain with diamonds. Sells for quite a lot. Thank you for the loot. It's not a door, that's a gate. I don't like how there's just one. Hey, Wendu. Thank you. What horror! I can barely catch my breath. Thank you for saving our lives. I take payment in the form of payment. Give me all of your stuff. Yeah, I don't want a heavy shield. It's not a lot of money.
Surrender or else! The heartbeat quickens.
Too late for apologies.
Yeah, fine. I'll just bless everyone. It's gonna last a while, I think. 6 minutes. Not bad. Wait a minute, hang on. That's what I wanted. Explosive bomb. That's only 6 points of fire damage plus additional equal to the alchemist's intelligence modifier. Damage to 6 every odd number. Splash damage, yes. It's literally just an upgraded version. Which is what I wanted instead. But now I can't.
Cover me!
Now I can't see how much the splash was. Okay. Camellia.
The spirits demand
Really
your blood!
too much. Volgif. Can you see that enough? Yes, you can. Oh wow, you actually hit her? You actually hit her. This is enough. Is this enough to bounce?
Go.
Just once, not that distance. Okay, Wendu.
They'll beg me to stop.
God, she does so much damage. hitting people, damn it. Oh, immune to frightened. I'm like, what? Okay, now this is so much more splash.
You are today's sacrifice!
I'll hit you!
You didn't hit it. Hey Wendy, screw things up, thank you. Wait, looks like they're waiting for us. Oh yeah. There's a whole squad of undead guarding the dome. Maybe we should look for another entrance. How about no? I would like to kill them all. If you wouldn't mind. Yeah, it's definitely worth it to take. Masterwork Scimitar is worth 25 gold per pound. Heavy Shield is worth 1 gold for 3 pounds. Any more loot? Any loot? Give me loot. Ooh, loot. I will take it.
Careful now.
He said, was any loot over here? Still want to do the athletics checks.
Have I pleased you?
Yes, you have, Wenduag. I want to do the athletics checks because of this. 95% chance.
I am helpful.
Yes.
Am I not?
Yes, you are. Athletics. And then we can basically sneak attack them in here. But I just want the XP. It's not a lot of XP. I'm probably actually
Anything
going
for you.
to go this way anyway. It's
That's
just I'm
easy.
going to attack these first. Ow. Is your thing kicked in, I guess? She has to move to attack that? Yes, she does. Not that one.
I'll rip you apart!
Good job, Wendu. Now 5-foot movement. Hey, Walgif.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Yeah, they have no resistances. Spells are not the best against them. Well, mind controlling spells. Ooh, hang on. Disrupt undead. That's probably a better use of it. He doesn't get sneak attack because it took its turn first. Forgot about that. Just not in range. Okay.
You won't stop us.
Okay, Ember. A little creepy, but
Go for their hearts!
I dig it. Oh, not one. God damn it. Okay, Social. You need to walk up here and heal everybody. Okay, that was a pretty good heal.
This pain is excruciating.
It's damage. Hit. Yeah. Oh, correct. I was like, this. Right. Oh, okay, I understand now. I think she has it has the same thing I have on Wenduag, and then it just rolled really high again. Okay. Oh, luckily for me. Oh, it's a skeletal champion as well.
So this is how it feels.
Damn it.
Distract them from me.
Good job, Social. Okay, Social, I kinda need you to cure serious wounds on Camellia, please. Thank you. They love attacking Camellia. They really do.
Time to share your treasures.
Yes, definitely share your treasures, because god damn did you hit hard. You're only using a composite longbow. See, it had a scroll bar that didn't do anything. Okay.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
I will lend you my aid.
Yeah, you say that, but you don't have the spell slots because I haven't rested with you yet. It's 1 round per level, so that's not real use. Oh, that's what I can put on you, I think. Shield?
Ona Arayana.
When it conflicts with your actual shield, I'm fairly sure. So you only get +2 from it because your actual shield is giving you 2 AC. No, not you. You. Cat Grace, that will give you some more. Man, Reduced Person will give you even more.
Let me help.
Okay,
I'll
so
watch your
now
back.
she has 31 AC. This is pretty good.
Precisely.
Don't think I went down here. Oh, that would be an awesome place to hide loot. Still got blessed for 2.5 minutes.
Always watch your back.
I'm not going in the front door, I'm gonna go up here. Because it will give Wenduag something amazing. Who are you? What do you want? all you have to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith you can do it. Don't you dare get away from them. I forgot Social goes full murder hobo. He actually did a lot better than I thought compared to normal. This is the end of your blasphemous magic. I won't let you harm the living or the dead anymore. They've changed this encounter since I last played. Do you think I need your permission? Hey you, bonebag, stand up and kill.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
I don't remember him running in and killing all these people. I remember the undead, I just thought it was part of the encounter normally. When do? She showed me the range. You know what? Take the attack of opportunity. You all die in the face of her. She only took 17 damage. Wait. Does she have temporary hit points then? So that should be 64 health. I'm not complaining though.
Go.
Next.
I'll cut you wide open.
As good as this place is, how it looks, it's so annoying with the walls in the way. Stop hitting Ember. God damn it.
Go.
She missed. By one. 3d6 and he rolls a 4.
The spirits demand your blood.
I think it just took Ember out. I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You damned rat. How dare you? Suddenly, Social becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clench into fists, while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag, I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you, we shared our table with you and took you in. Then I don't even know what I'm going to do to you. Stop it, I surrender, you're... Social ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood but continues, fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You are a priest of Shaylin. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Hi, Memento. How are you today? I hope you're well. And hey, I'm not dropping frames when you got here like yesterday. Do you two know each other? We do. That's Nati, a tailor's apprentice from Canabras. We healed him after he was mauled by a dog. Then he became a frequent visitor to our temple. He listened attentively to our sermons, studied the goddess's teachings, and praised our art. Social grits his teeth. Were you lying to our faces the whole time? When we took you in? When you sat at our table? When we broke bread with you? Were you planning to stab us in the back even then? The whole time. Now you understand part of it. Let's dig into the rest. The cultist curves his bloodied lips into an evil sneer. I was hoping to lure you to our side. It wouldn't have been hard. We are everywhere, even inside you. All choice of words. I think you know it too. You are not like all those pious devotees. You pretended to be, and maybe you fooled yourself, but we both see who you really are. You have that same demonic rage inside you. It's a pity I never had time to kindle it into a devouring flame, but sometimes you have to resort to a backup plan. Having you die at the hands of your dead friends was such a good idea. It's a pity it didn't work. He's such a scumbag. Shut up, Social swings his fist but stops it in midair. His clenched fist trembles as he stares at the cultist with an expression of pure hatred. You want to kill me right now, don't you? But you can't. You're a good boy, Social, so loyal to your goddess. You'll have to let me go or commit a sin. So I win either way. Witness the genius of our Lord Baphomet. Is he telling the truth? Your religion doesn't allow you to kill him? Yes, the Eternal Rose is known for her grace. She teaches us to show mercy to anyone who asks for it. It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive, you must try to save their soul. To show them the beauty of the world, persuade them to abandon the path of evil. It's difficult, but the world is better for it. I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Social, try to make me repent my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teachings, run to Shaylin for redemption, and start knitting some masterpieces of my own. The cultist smirks impudently. Do you really believe that even this scum deserves a chance at redemption? I don't know. Maybe Shellen forgive me, but I have never had to struggle with this burden before. He looks at the cultist with visible disgust. I had no time to try healing the souls of villains. I was always preoccupied with healing the bodies of those hurt by them. The cleric looks up at the sky. Forgive me, Eternal Rose. You teach us to be merciful to our enemies and love them. But I am too weak, I'm afraid. Grant me absolution from this sin, for this kind of love is beyond me. Don't listen to him. Hit him some more. Hit him some more, but be careful not to kill him. Shaylin says nothing against kicking a few teeth in. But I want to play the good guy. Or good girl in this case. Stop, Socio. It's not worth breaking your goddess's vows because of filth like him. Socio looks at the battered necromancer's face, then at his bloodied hands in disgust. He slowly lowers and unclenches his fists. You performed an action that was good. Thank you for stopping me. I almost broke my vows because of this. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. Social wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander and he's your captain. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender. Here, take everything I've got, just don't kill me. think I should do with him. Dosiel stares at the cultist, then through clenched teeth utters, I have no right to decide whether he should live or die. You are in charge here. Then I condemn him to death. His sentence will be carried out immediately. No, please, listen, you silence the necromancer forever with a single well-aimed blow. Oh, God! With a single well-aimed blow sounds like you club him to death, not take a crossbow and shoot him point blank in the face with it. It's like an well, it was an execution, but... Sociel bows his head. May the goddess forgive me, for I will not. He looks at you. Thank you for taking this sin upon yourself. Sure thing. Sociel examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It's all right. You're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Sociel's soft words reassure them. As they work together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. After a prayer, Sociel bows his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. Never really got to see if there was any loot in there. Well, we're going back. Oh, hey, peasant. Give me my loot. It probably would have popped up when I tried to leave the area, but I want to do it by hand. And I wanted to see if there's any other loot in here, but it looks like there isn't. Noble. Okay, so they're all probably just going to say the same thing. I got... What did I get? Scroll of bone shape, that's it? You gave me a scroll? God, you are a worthless cultist. Yeah, I do not care about shields or armor unless they're magical. Leave. Crusade morale changed by 2. Current morale 2. Do I want to enter this location? Oh, that's... There is someone on the road. Get ready. Okay. Day 25. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Golarion. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from the rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travellers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and her army walk up the high bank of the West Selin River, where it draws near the border of the World Wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden On the other bank rises a series of cliffs too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon her back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armour and unrecognised by anyone, the ruler of Mendev is standing and watching the new commander closely. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There she decides to... Yeah, I don't trust that. Diplomacy is probably better. I think some of these are kind of time dependent as well. Address the soldiers and boost their morale. I want to look around. Oh, good. There is strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale, because I'm not strong. What did I roll? A 31, so I could have succeeded with the athletics, potentially. Establishing rapport with her troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose face and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the world wound, the commander seeks to establish herself as a military leader on this new battleground, and her efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the world wound has ended in their favour. Nice. Let's carry on. Oh right, I need a different tank for this. So I need sealer. Gonna have to change Camellia out. 20 hours, sure. Save. Enter. This is going to be fairly awful, I think. Or it was before. Things may have changed. Not least
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Not least because I'm on normal difficulty. No, I don't want to rest. Accidentally pressed
Careful
R.
now.
We're finally here. Elan and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Jana too. If they gave her permission to leave... Oh, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Greetings, Sealer, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elan puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Janna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elan is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the saviours of Canabras. Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing, and you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Sealer frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I'm the same Sealer, your friend from the League of the Cart, and we came here to help you look for Elan's ring. By the way, where's Kurt? You didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. All right, my friends, since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. I'm glad we're here to help you, Elan. I hope everything works out perfectly for your wedding too. I love weddings so much. They're full of joy and new beginnings, but I haven't been to any yet. Can I come? Of course, Lady Amber. Let's hope my bride doesn't run away from the bungler who managed to lose the ring he bought for her. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my travelling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of a shiny metal with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. It's art. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Is there something wrong, Elan? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologise. Janna is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stops short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. Right, off we go. Janet and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something, or when we'll give up trying. Yeah, I'm
What's that glitter?
I missed the loot? Oh yeah, I didn't miss it. It's just it's something I don't
That's
want.
easy. If there's gold, it's mine.
Melted shard of a ring. Okay, I remember that. I open the chest and a small closet demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily. Screwing up its ugly little face, it is holding a shiny object in its paws. A sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine! Mine! Elan, look! Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. So why did you all draw your weapons? Let's surround it and attack all together before it can figure out what's happening. The Quasit throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of colour. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine! Mine! Elan, Janna! Seela glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're all right. They'll come round soon. Quickly, Selena. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. Yeah, sure.
Precisely.
Do this check though.
Next time.
Failed? Damn it. With my plus 14 and I roll a 3. The ground is trampled and there are signs of battle everywhere. The Hound Hearts were clearly attacked by demons here. I don't recognise the crest. Was it? Mine!
Always
The
watch
ring
your
is
back.
mine! You can't catch me, silly weak human. The tent has been cut open from the inside. The knights apparently left in a hurry. Shh. Go and get me. You're too slow. It's fun to play. Heart of Heartening Song. Whenever the wearer of this hat uses any song, this song also grants Fast Healing 1 at level 1, Fast Healing 2 at level 5, and increasing by 1 point every 4 levels thereafter. That could be actually useful for me eventually. Unless I want a fancy hat. This tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it and rustling sounds coming from within.
The goddess protects us.
1 second. Finally. No, actually. We'll use that instead. There we go. Rimarack time, I think.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
Of course you roll high.
Cover me, all right?
Do a little damage for me.
This kill is for you.
53 damage, then 20 and 24. Oh yeah, you really annihilated it. Oh, wait a minute. One of these... Saving throw. Oh, the Wicked Longbow. Okay, so one of them... crit. The other was an AoE damage. Did she crit twice? Says she crit twice, but I don't see. Okay. Anyway, Sealer.
Into the fray!
Let's check what Sealer's wearing. Oh, that's not too bad. Radiance is okay. Although it only deals... It isn't even +1 weapon. Probably should get her a better longsword.
This is my kind of work.
Just gonna take a quick moment to go down here. There's loot, a shield. Divine Protector. That sounds like
Careful
something
now.
for a paladin. What do you do? +2 Mithril Heavy Shield grants its wielder DR5 magic. Why yes, I will take that. Okay.
That's easy.
And then we just go straight back to where we started. Give me the ring, you scoundrel. Before Ilan manages to get to the closet, the halfling girl appears right next to it. Right out of nowhere, he snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Curl, what are you? Thrusting herself between Elan and Curl, Seela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elan, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why did you stop?
They dare threaten me?
No, Elan, Seela, help! Damn it, I didn't sign up for this. Get ready, we're on our own now. Okay.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Good God. Okay, time for Wendoag to F things up.
They'll beg me to stop!
That was the AoE that hit that. Awesome. Because of the mythic thing that I gave her. Cleaving shot. Each time you deal critical damage with your ranged attack, weapon attack, or reduce the target to 0 hit points, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. Which is awesome. I think it's this one. Maybe. Yeah, because hit and then... okay.
Fall!
The light take you!
That was an easy encounter. Elan, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels, Ilan scoffs. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Don't need a shepherd to light my path to save me from regrets. Can you say the same, Seela? Or you, Commander? Execute him. You clearly have something to say. Go ahead then, spit it out. Seela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger, and maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer, a knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually, but not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything: training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Seela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home. just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Ilan pauses as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. Commander. Every time. Why? Stupid XCOM. I so love some of these. Hi PD, how are you today? I hope you're well. Good afternoon. You're right to an extent, Ilan, but I didn't choose my lot, and I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best I can. The knight lowers his head. I apologize for my harsh words. I said it to Seela, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown. We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever was given to us, we can use it for good. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Yana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. The lad makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Seela watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Selena, let's go back, and I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. But first, loot. Yeah, I can collect all that. Any more? Please, sir, may I have some more loot? I've had one loot, but what about second loot? And third, and fourth, and fifth. And 11s is...
Always watch your back.
I'm mostly over-saving stuff too much just because I'm streaming. I don't want to potentially lose anything. Nine hours? Sure. Goodbye. Hi, Camellia. Oh, that's a point. Stop. They have their movement back again. Back, please. Thank you. $1664. So I have slowly gained some. The enemies are retreating. Pursue them and fight. Pursue them. Death to them all. Demon spawn. Oh god, Brimarax. They probably will resist this. 0, they're immune. Great. Turn order in combat. Your army has engaged in battle. The enemy army is displayed on the right and Crusader armies on the left. Yeah, units with high initiative act first. Once all units have taken their turn, a new round begins and the turn order is repeated. During its turn, a unit can perform one of the following actions. Move and or use its melee attack. The range of the unit's movement speed depends on its speed. Use a range attack if one is available to the unit. There are enemies near it. Use an ability if one is available to the unit. Take a total defense, boosting its AC for one round. Wait, postponing its action until the end of the round. Whenever a unit performs an attack, the damage dealt is calculated as follows. All soldiers in the attacking unit make a damage roll to determine the base damage. The damage multiplier is determined according to the formula attacking unit's attack plus 21 minus target AC times 0.05. Okay. Damage multiplier cannot be less than 0.05. The base damage is multiplied by the damage multiplier, resulting in the total damage dealt. Okay. So this basically tells me if the target's AC is unbelievably high, they can potentially take 0 damage. Inspect them? I can. AC 18. What's the Grimmer Axe? There. AC 17. Damage 5 to 9. I need to take this out. Anyway. Good job. High morale enables Footman to attack again. Oh, okay. They move 2. I'll go here. Eric. You go here. This way. You can attack like that. And again. Awesome. Oh, you can't move through units. Fair enough. Oh, space does total defense, I'm guessing. Yes. Okay. Okay, just making sure that's how it worked. I like having high morale. You defeated your first enemy army and received a number of finance points. Yep. Each general belongs to one of 3 classes, which is indicated, yeah, fighter, ranger, wizard. Generals cannot be killed. If a general's army is defeated, the general can be assigned to a new army after 3 days. The general's attack and defense are added as a bonus to the attack and AC of all units in their army. The general's power affects their abilities and spells. Initially, an army can be composed of up to 3 units. Yeah, larger. General's infirmary brings... yeah, figured. Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They'd set out on a patrol mission deep into the World Wound, but then when Canabras was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions was not easy, but the scouts' spirits remained high and they readily joined the commander's forces. Hell yeah. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scattered across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. Finance points, yay! Yeah, scouts do a lot of damage. Merging and splitting units, yeah. Ah, sign general. There we go. Recruit a new general. Oh, he's still here. Awesome. Ooh. Bonus to combat morale. Kinda leaning to get her. Because she already has 12 power. Could use this. Give 22 power. 22 bonus to combat morale. But he has straight up damage. Unless I can get her Scorching Ray. One plus general's level divided by so -1 to AC for every enemy. I'm gonna recruit you, Baroness. Can we rename it? I can. Ooh, Setsuna is always a fun name. I need to recruit the... How many? I can get 27. Sure, why not? Buy resources. How many would I need? 39 times 15. Where's my phone to easily get a calculator without messing with the sound settings for the stream? $585. Yeah, that's a lot of my gold. 585. 3k gold. Okay. I need to Crusader Army 3. Oh, right. I was like, who is my other army then? Oh, she's up there. I'm gonna move her down. Consolidate. No, not dismiss. Okay. This guy still has movement. The enemies are retreating. Pursue them and fight, of course. I'm just going to have a quick drink, though. Actually, no. I've got an ad starting soon. I'll do that when I have the ad. Oh, I think... Okay. Press W by accident and it makes you wait. Footmen pause and wait for a better time to attack. So it puts them at the end. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, awesome, they got 2 turns in a row, technically. Shouldn't have moved them. One creature within any rate. Wait, what? Okay. Figured they would move. Ooh, another attack. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna have a drink as soon as there's an ad playing. This is probably the part that I hate the most about streaming, is the awkward silences in the ad break because I have nothing to talk about. But hey, I've not dropped any frames for a long time. For about an hour and 15, I think. So that's not bad. Really don't know what's going on with my ISP though. But again, it might just be London things, because that's where the Twitch servers are for me. And I am very much not in London. So yeah, I hope he gets to level up fairly soon. I've done what, 3 battles with him now? 510 XP. Okay, at least it's very funny just how much it's kind of like Heroes of Might and Magic in some regards and other games, but very simplified. So I'm getting units back that have died, or I should probably say they've been injured. Don't hoard expendable items like potions. I feel attacked. Crusader morale. The morale stat reflects the general mood of the Crusaders. Positive morale increases resource income and the number of troops available for recruitment, while negative morale decreases these numbers. Morale changes depending on the morale banners. While special conditions are met, the banner remains green and increases morale by 1 per day. If the special conditions are not met, the banner turns yellow for 3 days, but still increases morale by 1 per day. Then the banner turns red and decreases morale by 3 per day. Okay. Your army is currently carrying 2 banners. The banner of victory stays green while you defeat demon armies. Each victory over a demon army adds 4 days to the time the banner of victory stays green. Okay. The banner of the March on Dresden stays green while you defeat demon armies on the road to Dresden. Each victory over a demon army on the road to Dresden adds 10 days to the time the banner of the March on Dresden stays green. Each unit has its own combat morale, the starting value of which depends on the Crusade morale. Various combat effects and spells can change combat morale until the end of battle. Positive combat morale grants the unit a chance to perform another action in the same turn, while units with negative combat morale have a chance to panic and lose their action or even flee. Undead units, as well as some others, do not have combat morale and thus are not affected by any effects that increase or decrease it. A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The Servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden. The remains of the garrison from Villareth Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Canabras and instead asked to join the commander's forces. A squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning made up of electricity, flames, acid, and ice left several soldiers dead. These with which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of their comrades has demoralized the Crusaders. Great. The outpost at Villareth Fort, which straddles the West Selland crossing and is of most strategic importance, has been taken. The cultists are destroyed and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. Nice. Oh, I think he leveled up. Ooh. Oh, more scouts. That crossing. I want to move you over here. Okay, so let's level him up. Choose an ability. Cause fear. Okay. So combat morale, if I'm fighting undead at some point, won't work. Bonus to AC for 3 rounds. It is a divine spell. Costs 2 energy. That costs 3 bless. All units in the army gain +1 bonus to attack for 3 rounds. Bless dispels Bane. This is a divine spell. Bane -1 penalty to attack. I'm going to take Bless. And then I think I'm going to take Setsuna over this side of the river. Yes, pursue them. Destroy everything. Yep. Zombies and whites. So I'm glad that I didn't take cause fear. Ow. Yeah, as expected, the whites hit hard. I want to take out as many of the zombies as I can. Oh, really? Should probably keep the clothes back. Attack. What? The unit's attack apply a -1 to all ability scores, attack, AC, and saving throws, and a 5% penalty to maximum HP. This is a death effect. Oh, just groovy. You need to die. Yeah, you're not doing damage at all now. Oh, it's a swift action though. Good. I remember in this part of the game that archers are incredibly powerful. Like, they're the best units in the game for it. Crossbow of Judgment. This +2 heavy crossbow has a critical range reduced to 20. Whenever it threatens a critical hit against an evil or chaotic creature, it is automatically confirmed. Okay. It's actually not too bad. Oh, level 4? Well, I don't know if it's level 4 or has 4. No, I don't want. I want to swap. You have 2 movement left. Do I? Help them and they will help you in turn. Okay. Gargoyles. It's infirmary size, okay. Retreat. Inspect. Combat acceleration. Auto battle. Yeah. Oh, I need to take out the sharpshooters for sure. Good job. The gargoyles are probably gonna wreck my face. So I think they can fly. So they can pass through spots. But yeah, because it's in melee, I can't attack with them, which is god awful. It's 12. I need to take out the gargoyles. Oh, it took out 20 creatures. I'm like, good god, no. I think it's lost max. Oh, paralyzed. Great. And again. Nice. And I lost nothing. Oh, I dropped some frames again at some point. Okay. He got another level up. Ooh, I can take offensive training, or I can get him another unit. Or give him more power. So he has 12 plus 3, or is that 15 plus 3? I think I'm gonna have him as just a spellcaster. Okay, no movement points left. Back to the party. Conundrum unsolved. Scattered all over the walls of the ruins are numerous pressure plates, buttons, and levers, the purpose of which one can only guess. The path to this location is on... Wait, what? Someone is on the road, get ready! I didn't even click OK. Who is on the road? Campsite? Wait a minute. Through the mist you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout smiling dwarf, a brash dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very strong. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for the tired legs. Noticing you, The halfling's hand jerks towards his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander herself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today, you might as well dry off, at least. Knowledge world. Who are you? Nice. Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honour for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. Something in the way the halfling speaks sounds off. Senior instead of commanding officer, and bivouac instead of the more casual camp. Maybe he's just a new recruit. Rubbing his hands excitedly, Walgif casts a hopeful look at the mug of tea, then at you. Chief, just so you know, walking away from campfires where folks give you free food is a sin in the eyes of the gods. Perception 22. Okay, apparently I'm best perception. Look around to make sure that this place is safe. God damn it. Okay. It looks like these three have chosen their campsite wisely. You see no tracks and hear no signs of demons. It's the perfect place to rest and relax. Sniffing loudly, Wendwag stares at the three crusaders suspiciously. They look awfully laid back to me, and they've made themselves a little too comfortable out here. There's a reek about this whole camp. Thank you. What are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in his eyes, all the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Velm? I'm Tram, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot. And the one who sets up the tent for Asti, given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, but shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly, I'm Asti. Pleased to meet you. At your service, Commander. Aren't you scared camped out here in enemy territory? The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we could watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting. Her two comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. Something's not right, attack. Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Ha! Would you look at that? She didn't buy it. Enough of this masquerade, then, everyone. No more games. The figures... Yay. Oh, look. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. Three grey-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting, boiling slurry. Who are you? The one who was pretending to be the halfling Velm makes a face, mimicking you in an obnoxious voice. Who are you? We are servants of Lord Discarit, and you are the pitiful insect that got caught in our web. The elf who was masquerading as the cleric, Asti, gives you a lecherous smile, enthusiastically dragging her tongue along the blade of her dagger. Did you like sweet little Astrid? Did you want to play with her in your tent? No. What was the point of this charade? Lady Animora desires your head and will gladly deliver it. The elf whose voice as Tran was so convincing let out a repulsive snicker. Attack. You think I'm at your mercy? We'll see who the real prey is. I love it when prey tries to fight back.
Can we retreat already?
It's cute, isn't it? Problem is I know you're all rogues. Or rangers or fighters. Okay, Camellia. Go attack.
You are today's sacrifice!
It's crit. God, they're Magus.
Yes.
Hit 4 of them. Or I can, crit fail and hit 3 of them.
Yes.
It's pieces of crap as well. It still hasn't acted, neither have you acted? No. You have. You haven't, but you're not flat-footed.
Distract them from me.
Okay, Wendu. Get point blank. I need you to attack.
No match for me.
The AoE killed it. That's hilarious. Good job, Wendu. Oh, that's got us so. Oh, a knife master. It's not great. Hitting assault. Oh, that's just the buff that I have. That's how many I've got stacked.
Go for their hearts!
Crit for 21. Yeah, so a crit, you just roll the extra dice, but all the enhancements are tripled, and then the dice are added to it. Because 8 times 2 is 16 plus the 5 dice roll.
Yes.
You certainly screwed up by getting into range. Let's kill you. Let's sneak attack you. Hey, Tram. You're all alone.
Surrender, or else!
Well then, time to loot. Ooh, not cold iron. I already have them. They're just gonna show up all the time, aren't they? Okie dokie. Oh, one survived. Oh, two didn't even join the fight. And Wendu gets to go first.
Remember my name! Wenduag!
Yep. We shall remember your name because you will murder us if we don't.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Sign of loot. Always gotta check every nook and cranny. Because there could be loot. Don't think there is any more. Never mind. Where is loot? I can't get down there and I can't get down there. Okay. And a quick check. Nope, nothing else. So we leave. Into this location. Sure, why not? It's not good seeing different enemies, Crusaders and Abrakalu. And fire. Remember this place from when I played before. My
Careful
memory of
now.
all of it though is like almost non-existent. There's a cave. It's a good thing because it's like playing through the game again for the first
That's
time.
easy.
Knowing some things, like basic interactions with skills and features, is good because I'm not getting tied down figuring them all out. Okay,
Precisely.
nothing to do but enter the cave. Please don't be spiders. There's loot. It's probably going to be undead, I think. I think I remember that much. Oh no, puzzles. It did say conundrum, so I should expect. Okay.
Always watch your back.
Okay. Why? Anything that explains this? Forcing it? We'll leave people over here. That. They're both the same. Okay. So that needs to go in the middle. God, there's so many different things on the walls. Oh. Same. This is the same as that, is the same as that, is the same as that. Okay. But the only way to get 5 in a row is technically through here, not through there, because that's blocking. Okay. Do I have all of the symbols I need? Is probably another thing. And do any of them match the symbols? I think I'm just going to place all of them in, just for now. See what happens. Oh. That one only had one that I could put in. Okay. And now I can't take these two out. So that probably helps somewhere. Those two are different. That's the same as that one. Isn't one of those symbols? There's nothing else that marks what to really do. That's just a bunch of undead. I'm probably supposed to get a book maybe and come here. But I'm really wondering by what happened with them, because now I can't place any others in there. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's put you back. If they're all meant to be slightly different, you appear on 2 and that. You has got that. You are different. I think I take you out. And there's you in there. So they don't overlap at all. They're all different symbols. They're all different symbols. Now I just need... Is it the one that I've got? That's that. That's that. Those are the same. The thing is, they all go around in matching order. Oh, no, they don't. You're different to that. So maybe... take you out. Okay. They definitely don't match now. Thing is, I think there need to be all the symbols that are in, both this way and this way. So that one needs to be in this line. But then, no, because there's that one and that one are the only ones that are not in. These two are the same colour, as are they. Oh, wait a minute. That matches up with those two shapes. So if I take you out, take you out, that one. That is the same as that, and then that is the same as that. That is the same as that, so I need to flip you around. And then I need to change these around, I think. Maybe. If it's to make any sense. I have a feeling it might not. Okay. Don't know what other things it could be then. kind of want to look it up and see what the answer is. To see how wrong I am. Nothing's happened yet at all. It's a place called Conundrum Unsolved. Conundrum Unsolved. Oh, I think I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. So that's correct. This isn't. And it needs... I need... You match with that thing in there, actually. That matches that, that matches that. I think it's right by what it said, actually. Or maybe not. Oh, so I was partially right. These are in the wrong places. So I need to take you out and swap you. That. Swap you. That. And then flip. It was easy, wasn't it? Sure. Simple puzzle, simple solution. But it was just the beginning. Its purpose was to awaken curiosity. A translucent figure appears out of thin air, clad in a loose-fitting robe. Its face is hidden behind a simple, unadorned mask. Mortals are not meant to unveil the secrets of the universe and grasp the meaning of creation. But is this really so? I probably should have brought Nenio along here. The secrets of the universe will only be revealed to the most worthy of mortals. Prove yourself and be the first for whom all the secrets of the world are revealed. The heart of mystery is located west of here. Solve the puzzle and you will comprehend the forbidden knowledge. A map of an area that looks vaguely like the world wound appears in the figure's hands. A single dot shines brightly on the map. What is the heart of mystery? The translucent figure remains silent. Okay, can you hear me? Simple puzzle, simple solution. The heart of mystery is located west of here. Can you hear me? Comprehend the meaning. Oh, I think I only got to ask 3 questions. And then he's gone. Okay. More importantly, loot. Barding. Hired barding +2. Okay. Elven notes. Awesome. So I was on the right track, I just needed that extra little bit of knowledge of where to place certain things. The clues work, it's just you've got to put them together correctly, which I didn't do originally. Yeah, I know, I'm fatigued. No, I don't want to rest yet. I'm gonna go here. There is someone on the road, get ready. We're in camp. Oh no. Okay, Commander, we caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armour, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the liquid water of the world wound. Commander. Every time. The man breathes heavily, and the words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad, ambushed, beyond the river. Help! Give our guest some water and something for his wounds. The knight's wounds heal with the help of a magic potion. Taking a gulp of water, he catches his breath, snaps to attention, and begins again. Yeka and Kel, Hell Knight of the Order of the Godclaw, under the command of Paralictor Regil Derenge. Our squad is under attack by demons far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hell Knights, they've supported the Crusaders more than once in our battle against the demons, despite their Ubeth cringes. Questionable reputation, we cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are our allies, then of course, it's just... Anevia looks Yeka over closely from head to toe. I kinda think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armour. What we see here is a stranger without rank or insignia who wants us to march to God knows where. Kinda smells like a trap to me. Yeka, who's attacking you and why can't you handle them on your own? Large creatures attack from the air. Some are fighters, others are, at a guess, clerics with dangerous divine magic. They look like stone come to life. I'm almost certain they are gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp and at our most vulnerable. And they caught our forces at partial strength. The Paralictor had dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beasts didn't fight us. They just fell on us from the sky, grabbed our fighters and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Where is your squad now? Not far from here, beyond the river. It's not far for a single fighter who abandoned his armour and weapons, but we can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we could save anyone, it will seriously delay our offensive on Dresden, and will give the enemy a chance to prepare. Give me one reason why we should help you. Yeka looks at you, amazed. The Hell Knights are the formal allies of the Crusaders. After a pause, he adds, I cannot make promises on behalf of my command, but under the circumstances you must be able to convince our Paralictor to join your army. He's kind of a badass, just very short. Hell Knights in our army? That's just what we need. What do my companions think? Your companions look at their guests suspiciously. Hell Knights, with allies like them, we've no need for enemies. If it suited them, they'd abandon us to the demons without a second thought. But we're not like them, are we? We have to save them. Why should we help them? They're the ones who walked into an ambush, so they can get themselves out of it. The Hell Knights are heartless executioners. Saving people from the claws of demons is a good cause in itself, but these people are doing everything they can to become just like the devils. Shellen, forgive me, but I fear we should leave the Hell Knights to their fate and continue our offensive on Dresden. Do you recall Prelate Hulrune? Well, picture an entire army of soldiers just like him. Do we need allies like that? If they die, I shan't shed a tear. We should help them, but only if they join our forces in return. We could use some fresh blood. Specific wording. Hell Knights. No, not for all the gold in the world. Don't you know what kind of people they are? 1 minute you're just going about your business, the next you're locked in the stocks and there's a butcher in black armor standing in front of you. I don't know who these knights are, but if they are people suffering out there, then of course we have to help. It's what we came here to do, isn't it? The crow on her shoulder croaks resolutely, supporting her words. Huh, what? Nennia blinks a few times, baffled. This question has no scientific significance. What's interesting is how the water in the river poisoned by the world wounded will affect this boy. With your permission, I'd like to examine him, or his corpse, in a few days' time. I've been contemplating the possibility of joining the Hell Knights myself. How about we'll take the risk and try to help him? Thank you, Commander. Our forces are here. The knight points out the location on your map. The situation is critical. Please send your reinforcements as soon as possible. I will go ahead and meet you there. I need to technically rest. I could probably sell that. I'm going to keep the barding though. Christ, I've got so much cold iron ammunition now. Okay, let's quickly go outside, yeah. And sell everything. Then I need to rest. Hello. A message for the commander. Commander. A knight in simple armor lowers his voice. I'm the Queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived at camp incognito as planned. You can find her where the minor knightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. Tell Her Majesty I will visit when time permits. Certainly. Gotta be incognito. Can't just go straight away. Hey, little one, they say you can do magic. An old silver-haired fighter sizes Ember up skeptically, apparently baffled to find such a young girl in the middle of the war. He's cradling his wounded arm, which has been hastily bandaged. Can you heal me?
Yes.
Of course, Ember whispers a spell and touches the bloody bandages. Thank you, that's so much better. The soldier rips off the blood-caked rags and strokes the healthy skin underneath them. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home just like you. Oh, little girl, how did you end up here? What are you doing here in the thick of it with us? Ember gives him a light-hearted smile. I am just like you. I came to the thick so that the thick wouldn't come to the other kids, like your granddaughter. Well, I'll be. So little and yet more courage than some officers. The old man runs his rough hand over her hair, and she smiles at him again. The crow on her shoulder rubs its head on his hand like a cat. Talking to you takes a load off my mind. I reckon it's not just my arm you healed. The soldier leaves, shaking his head pensively. Ember waves happily, then turns around and notices you. Hi! Do they often come to you for help like this? Ember shrugs. Demons keep hurting them. I keep healing them. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength. But I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. What if something I say is wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet. But I can tell that my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. Don't second guess yourself, you're helping all of us, the soldiers, our companions, and me. You think so? I think I'm just wandering around saying silly things. She taps a scarred finger on her cheek and then breaks into a smile. All right, it must be true if you say so. She's so adorable. Scary as hell, but so adorable. Okay. Show me what you have. But buy all this off of me first. And that's everything. Deal. I want a bag of holding, god damn it. Price descending. Still nothing that I really want. I already have similar that. The weapons are just so expensive. What is this? What is the Black Dragon's Fang? Longsword. Whenever this +3 corrosive longsword lands a hit on an enemy, it deals additional 2d6 acid damage to all enemies in a 30-foot area. After this ability has been activated, it can't be activated again for 1d4 rounds. That is insane! And a +3 weapon. While the wielder of this +3 Dwarven War Axe is wielding a second weapon in another hand, whenever they confirm a critical hit with it, they also make an additional attack with the second weapon. Okay. Whenever this +1 speed S-Stock confirms a critical hit on an enemy, the wielder gets +2 morale bonus to dexterity, and each attack they make deals additional 1d4 piercing damage for 2d3 rounds. Okay. Some of these are rather insane. Okay, that's amazing for dazzling display users. Especially when you get automatic uses of dazzling display. I'm not going to buy any of these, most likely. But still, they're very, very good. Shh. You have anything more? Doesn't look like it. You also have some of the weirdest things, like a sling staff. Tempted to buy this. Because if anything for Darren and Social, I have them doing extra healing with Cure Wounds because it's based on character level, not caster level limits. So Empower would just mean more of a static bonus. Here's most of my money though. Queen Galfrey. It's marked on the map. Queen Galfrey nods to you cordially. Her armour is plain and unadorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito, along with a few bodyguards. I have introduced myself as Kitrain, an old friend of yours. I am a knight of a minor order, the Green Crows. We shall see how long it takes Enevia to sniff me out. Why did you decide to join the crusade after all? Because I have a curious mind, and am quite unable to sit and do nothing for long. The Queen smiles but then grows serious. You ask a difficult question. I must remain as safe as possible. My death or abduction would sow chaos among our forces. However, I am not only Queen, I am also a paladin of Iomide. It is not in my nature to sit in a place with my sword sheathed. In a manner of speaking, your request was simply a convenient excuse for me to be where I belong, crusading against the demon hordes. Besides, I am curious to see my new Knight Commander in action. I have a question for you as well. Why did you wish me to join you on the crusade? Your presence will boost the soldiers' morale. A reasonable expectation. I like that you think of your warriors first. May I ask you a personal question? I've learned so much about Queen Galfrey from chronicles and legends, but what about the other Queen Galfrey? The one that the historians and bards cannot see? That Galfrey is an old woman, weighed down by a great burden. She has not lost her passion, and she will make the feathers fly when the time comes. Mendev is lucky to have such a queen, and I'm twice as lucky, for she has agreed to fight by my side. Galfrey arches her eyebrows. Strange, you say. Agreed to fight by my side. What I hear is agreed to go on a date with me. You really think that you are the first person to attempt to charm me with such words? You are not. If you want to impress me, you need to do better than that. Okay, taking Dresden it is. How does it feel living for so long beyond all natural limits? You're over 100 years old, my queen, aren't you? I understand why you asked. We humans share this world with races whose life expectancy is much longer than ours. When I was young, I also used to ask every elf or dwarf I met how it felt to live 100 years. I shall answer thus. The decision to prolong my life was not mine. It was the decision of the Church of Iomide. The Sun Orchid elixirs have been paid for by the Church. The priests determined that I was needed in these dark times, both as a ruler and the chosen paladin of Iomide. I accepted their decision and the great responsibility it entails. Why did you entrust me with Dayron? I saw such a wonderful opportunity to teach the Count a lesson and just couldn't resist. Honestly, I expected you to dismiss him forthwith. The Count would have been forced to return to court a laughingstock. It would have been a truly sobering experience. There is nothing more disgraceful for a Mendevian nobleman than to be discharged like that. Dayron Arenday, the Queen shakes her head. He was such a lovely child. His mother, Lady Selena, was one of the most gracious people I have ever met. She was amiable, yet decorous, and truly kind. Bonds of kinship among the nobility are on the whole highly practical and only useful for forming alliances, but Countess Arundel managed to become a true member of my family. I suppose that is why I spent so much time believing her son to be a better person than he actually was. His company is a heavy burden. Still, I must admit that I am quite pleased that you decided to keep him on as a companion. There is a small chance that once he has had a true taste of the Crusade life, the Count will finally cease to mock the Crusaders as cynically as he is wont to do. You've given an army and the title of Knight Commander to a stranger. Why? Because for 100 years I have protected my lands, trying to drive the demon horde back into the abyss. I have tried every right and rational method. The Queen affords herself a brief, grim smirk. My armies have been led by the greatest generals, even Iomede's angels. My goddess's herald created the wardstones for us. We have tasted victory more than once, but we have failed to close the world wound. As for you, do not call yourself a stranger. You are the saviour of Canabras. Hundreds of its people saw the power that descended upon you and turned the demons to dust. It's the sign they've waited for decades. A sign for all loyal hearts and followers of Iomade. The time has come. Hope has been rekindled in the hearts of my subjects, thanks to you. Hope is a priceless resource. I had no choice but to give it wings. You called it the sign they've been waiting for, but I take it you are reserving judgment? Your question seems to catch the Queen off balance. A strange spark flashes in her eyes. When Aradon perished and Iomade took over his legacy, I was among the first to serve the new goddess. I helped restore her church from the ashes left by the chaos after Aradon's death. Since then, I have served the inheritor loyally and truthfully. I like to believe that I have earned the blessing of my goddess. The Queen's voice is surprisingly ardent. After I learned of what happened in Canabras, when I met you at the Defender's Heart, I had so many questions. Is it true that what happened was Iomede's work? Why did she give this power to someone unknown, rather than one of her most loyal followers? Could it be that my faith has grown weak and I don't recognize the deeds of my goddess, even when they are happening right in front of me? Is the goddess somehow testing me? Those doubts were like poison. But I refuse to let them poison me, the Queen finishes strongly. I gave you an army, declared you Knight Commander, and accepted you as I would anyone chosen by the goddess. You must go. Don't forget, here I am, Kitrain the Knight. Kitrain. Hey, Yenevia, do you know the Queen's here? Yenevia, where are you?
That's easy.
Fairly sure Yenevia was in here. No. Where is Yenevia? Maybe she's with Irabath. I really am interested if she's figured it out yet. Yenevia. Look who it is. Hi. Okay, bye. Okay. So I'm gonna rest. Oh, actually, I better check everyone's spell books. Spontaneous caster. Ability. Position. Your favorite is illusion. Do I have any scrolls of illusion for you? Just copy everything that I have. So glad they added the little indicator. What spells she can still copy. Granted, I know some of these she won't be able to cast properly anyway, because they'll be her opposition schools. For example, these two. Still don't have an illusion spell for her. I should probably fix that. Mirror image. Honestly, Scorching Ray, probably. Sense Vitals would be fun. Yeah. Sealer. You're a spontaneous caster. Social. Finally, we'll have some spells for you. Walgif. Can't cast those. Okay. I'm going to quickly go outside. And I think it's the healer's tent where Vasily is. Is it Vasily? It's a chapel.
Always watch your back.
Field medic. Oh, here he is. Fawn Autumn Haze. The elf before you casually rests his bandaged arm on the weapon at his side. He bows his head with dignity. I congratulate you on your new rank, Commander. My hunt demanded that I travel with your army. Naturally, I wouldn't burden your forces with the need to care for an outsider. I provided myself with all the necessities. I met other elves that looked just like Kaelessa. A gloomy shadow crosses his face. He remains silent for a while, then says reluctantly, a few years ago a sect of demon worshippers was uncovered in Kyonan. They were followers of Descari who had been brought together by his priestess, Animora. Naturally, as soon as the truth was revealed, a hunt for these evil zealots was called. They were all marked with the same brand of darkness as their leader, the wicked Kaelessa. The sect was soon destroyed, but some of the cultists managed to escape. I pursued them in order to eradicate their evil, root and branch. Sighing heavily, his lip curls in an expression of bitterness. It is a great shame that the children of a noble nation have besmirched themselves with this taint. And I would be grateful if this confession were kept between us. Okay, bye. Who are you again? Scrolls, please. Illusion? Sort by price. Level 6. Can only just afford that one. Shadow Evocation. Phantasmal Killer. Yes, please. I'll take that. No, Nenio. Dirty Blur. You get Shadow Conjuration? No. I can't afford all of this. Damn. What can I sell? So I really want it. I'm never going to use them. All that. Oh god, they hardly sell for anything. I'll keep them. Okay, which sold? Fine, I'll just take these. Deal. Because she does need some very damaging ones. Oh. Let's copy to spellbook. Copy to spellbook. Can't cast them yet. But eventually I might be able to. Class. Oh. Next level I get 3rd level spells, so I can get haste on myself. So I'll do this. Okay. Nenio, spellbook. You can't cast them yet, which is fine. Still don't have 3rd level for her. How much was the 3rd level spells again? Illusion. Third level. A 100. Sell for a lot. I may need them, even though I am an alchemist. Okay. Nendigo. This is just in case I have to use her, because there are certain quests where you do have to use them. Oh. I think I'll swap that back, actually. Damage. 3 to 12. Because you're fatigued. It's fine, it'll go away. It's just 1d. No, I'm going to keep it. So indecisive. But it's better because it has no downsides. There's no strength for it. Okay, spellbook. Nenio. Displacement. I've already done. Familiar, I've already done. Myself, already done. Now I can go and rest. Big Ten, will you stop doing that? Actually, I need to go and talk to him, I think. Yeah, Commander, do you wish to talk to me? I've talked to Darren about the estate. He's going to celebrate his birthday at Heaven's Edge, so we can go there as guests. A celebration? That is far from ideal. It will be rather inconvenient for me to conduct the investigation with all the guests around. Thank you nonetheless, Commander. When you decide to go to the estate, I will join you. Okay, now we can rest. Take lesser restoration. Yes. Glowing croissant. Eating a glowing croissant fully restores your hit points. Okay. Speed bonus. Still, I think the saving throws is the best thing. Whose favourite? We haven't really met him yet. Right, can't fail that. Spell scroll. Nenio technically needs to be doing these. Oh. Okay, so chance to complete it, that's fine. Begin resting.
You scorn me because I bow down before the strong. But you bow down before a mighty goddess. You pray to her and beg her for mercy. Hypocrite.
I'll try to explain it in a language you can understand. The same substance can be both a poison and a medicine, right? How would you react to someone who secretly slips some into your drink? And how about if they offer it to you openly when you're sick?
Nice. 9 hours. Okay. Oh, I didn't really need to do that. Let's do that. Oh, do I just not take social? Because I prefer Darren. This is my preferred party. Even though Social is probably technically a better healer. You need to go there, that's alright. You actually don't need this now. Who would it be better on though? Because you're just going to have to run up to melee. Probably be best on Ember, to be honest. Okay, oh, good to help the Hell Knights. I can't actually get there because of the army. No. What about recruiting? No. No one to recruit. You can move though, so I'm going to see if this works. Travel. She has no damage, she just has buffs. Target unit gets +1 saving throws and damage reduction for 3 rounds, and also to combat morale. Oh, damn it. Thought I moved away far enough. Awesome. Morale. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, I can fire in melee? I need to escape with them though. But I don't think I can, unfortunately. Just need my infirmary to work, but I think I've lost too many. Thought these were better archers, but they're not. Oh, nice. I lost quite a lot. Yeah. So I lost 2 scouts and 10 of the fighters. That wasn't good. Energy points times 5. Okay. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death, and death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with this outcome. Yay! You're definitely not going to be able to take them on. At all. So then I'm going to leave you there. Setsuna. Let's go destroy more people, hopefully. It's a lot of Brimaraks. Okay. Oh, you actually went first? Oh, I pressed W by accident again. I'm smart. 2, 3. Ow. Okay, I need you dead. Awesome, you killed him. Haha. Oh, I got to go again? Unit has a bonus to attack. Yeah. It's useless for me. If I could use it for other people, it would be great. Good. Killed them. I don't think attacking them while flanking them actually does anything. Good. I lost nothing. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from fallen Dresden. They also recovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear the brave priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from demonic threat. Ooh, materials and energy points. Nice. Oh, level 7? I don't think I'm ready for that. Okay. Save. Yeah, I'm going to enter the location, but then I think I'm going to do a hard save. Unless I get a cutscene. Okay, I didn't get a cutscene. Good. I'm going to do a hard save. And quick save. And then I'm going to call the stream, because this is going to take longer than I have left before I have to go to work. So, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I need to find someone to raid. Who haven't I raided in a while? Well, it's just raid FG. She's playing Stranded Alien Dawn, which I think is full release today, maybe? So yeah, thank you all for being here. We could raid Drongo. Let's raid Drongo. Drongo's always a laugh. So yeah, thank you all for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow for more Pathfinder. I potentially might be starting later than normal, because it depends on what happens with the technician that's coming out for my ISP. Which is weird because the amount of frames that I've dropped in the entire stream is less than the amount of frames I dropped when I tested the hour before stream. So it's still a bit weird. So yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for work. Bye.